Hey guys, welcome back to Homemade Homestead. My name is Rachel if you're new around here, and today we're actually in our dining room. We don't have like a fancy homeschool room or anything like that. I just have this cabinet behind me that I picked up at a yard sale. I do wish it wasn't like a triangle corner unit because I feel like there's some lost space in it, but it fits all the curriculum, it fits all of our supplies, which I will show you guys how I'm able to fit it just all in this one cabinet and what that looks like. And I want to show you all of our third grade curriculum that we chose for our son. He's 8 years old and I've been homeschooling him all of his life. We do have two younger ones that aren't school age yet, and once they get that age though, I'm planning on schooling them here at home as well. So let me get right into these books. I'm not gonna say much about our read alouds because I haven't read them yet. So we'll do an end of year review on what we think of the read aloud, the book choices that we read this year. First, I'm gonna start off with our English choice. I go through Rod and Staff for our English. So this is the children's book that they use, their textbook. They also come with a test booklet, worksheets, and the teacher's manual. We've been using Rod and Staff pretty much the entire time that he's been schooled for English, and we enjoy that. A few other things that I bought through Rod and Staff is we're going to be doing social studies this year. So this is their social studies book. This is the teacher's manual. It comes with a test booklet, worksheets, and also a child's textbook. So we've never done social studies before, but as we're getting a little more comfortable, as he's getting older, I'm throwing in more subjects. Usually we just stick to the basics and it works for us, but I want to throw in some other things like understanding our community. And also I'm throwing in art. This book came from Millstone Books is the website if you're looking for Rod and Staff curriculum. So we got this for art this year. I got a big thick thing of lined paper because we're going to be doing penmanship. And also with penmanship, we're gonna go into cursive writing. I still teach cursive. I know that's controversial, but we start cursive in the 3rd grade. And then the last thing I bought through Rod and Staff, or that curriculum, is spelling. It comes with worksheets for them to do, and then it also comes with a teacher's manual for spelling. And that's all I got through Rod and Staff. The next place that I went through was Saxon, is the math curriculum that we've chosen. So it comes in a big box set like this. And let me show you what is inside of here. So this big honkin' thing is the teacher's manual. We've used Saxon. My son enjoys it. I enjoy it. We've tried Bob Jones University for 1st grade, and we didn't love that. But we tried Saxon for 2nd grade and we liked it. And then my husband actually, when he was homeschooled, he used Saxon growing up and he enjoyed it too. So far we're sticking with it. So it comes with the teacher's manual, a meeting book. This is something that they fill out every day. I know in 2nd grade it was like, what's the weather like? What's the date? And then in here it comes with 2 workbooks because you start with one for part of the year and then you go to the other one at the second part. And flashcards is what it looks like. I still haven't opened this all the way, but it looks like it comes with flashcards too. Then for our history, geography, Bible, read alouds, and reading that he's gonna do personally to me, we chose Sunlight. We use this for 2nd grade as well, and we really enjoyed it. I enjoy doing read alouds. I think it really helps just with our whole family. I don't know what it is about reading to your children, but we've always read, but I've never read like a chapter book to them until last year. And even my 2-year-old will sit and listen to this story. We just really enjoy that. I look forward to reading it. It gives me a chance to read new books that I've never read before. So in my big binder, it does it by weeks. So there are 36 weeks. For week 1, it shows the Bible passages that we will be reading. It'll show what verse we're memorizing, a song that goes with that. It does history and geography, what we're going to be doing each day, and also read alouds that I read to them. They also have English in here. I don't go off of this because we use the Rod and Staff English, but I do have look at this for the read alouds that he's going to be reading to me. I don't use their copy work or their spelling or anything in there. I prefer the Rod and Staff, so I just use their language arts for their read aloud basically. And then we also do science through Rod and Staff, and they show us what books we need to do and each day of the week that we do. So that's kind of the layout. It also has this nice fold out map. So I'll show you in a minute. We have a really big map, but this is great for if there's, you know, just something really quick that I need to flip to. It shows different spots on the globe. I enjoy having these in there. And I actually use these as a bookmark. I'll take this out and move it to like week 1 because that's where we'll be, or week 4, you know, when we're there, stuff like that. So I'm gonna flip through the read alouds that I'm gonna have him read this year. We're gonna do Wagon Wheel, The Sword in the Tree, Surprise, Hill of Fire, The Fire Cat, Daniel's Duck, The Big Balloon Race, The Titanic Lost and Found, Pompeii Buried Alive, Owl at Home, Nate the Great, Mouse Tales, Greg's Microscope, Frog and Toad All Year, Frog and Toad Are Friends, and Amelia Bedelia. So I will be having him read those to me at different points in the year. Then for our Bible, it came with this DVD, or this CD. We used one like this last year and to help memorize some different scripture verses, and we enjoyed it. I actually have some memorized, so it helped me too. So we liked this, and also just a Bible. We use an NIV Bible. I feel like it's easier for him to read if I need him to read something. And then also the Beginner's Bible. This is another part of his read aloud that he'll read to me. I'm gonna go into all these different read alouds that I will be reading to him. I don't know much about these because I haven't read them. So at the end of the school year, I'm going to do another video of what our thoughts were, what worked, what didn't work for this school year. So I'm just gonna go through these books really quickly about Average, The Aesops for Children, Captain Nobody, Cornstalks, The Cricket in Times Square, The Door in the Wall, The Little Riders, The Pinderwicks, Red Sails to Capri, The School Story, Sir Lancelot the Great, Sticks Across the Chimney, Tales of Robin Hood, The 21 Balloons, White Stallion of Lapisa. The Word Came with Power, The Apprentice, The Minstrel in the Tower, Strawberry Girl, and With Two Hands. So those will be the books that I'm reading to him, and in the Sunlight it goes through specifically what chapters to read each day of the week. What I have found that works for us is because this in there we were doing the 5-day week rather than like a 4-day week. Sometimes I will do more read aloud than it suggests and try to get them done in a few days rather than spreading it out every day. That's just what I found that worked last year because life gets busy and I didn't want to get behind. So I'll go a little bit over my school schedule in a different video. If you guys are interested, let me know down below and I can give you like a day in the life, or I can even just give you our schedule that we use. All right, for history and geography, these first 3 books we've used last year and they're gonna pull from them again this year. A Child's History of the World, the Usborne Book of World History and Time Travelers. And sometimes there's some like questionable art, there's some nudity in there, and it'll kind of give you warning in the Sunlight curriculum, like if there's something like that you might want to look at first to see if you feel that it's okay for your child. So with history and geography, we have this really cool timeline that he used last year, and you cut out these stickers. Sorry, my baby's gonna be a little bit loud over here. So this is the timeline book, and you just cut out the pictures and you fill in the timeline. So with the timeline, it comes with timeline figures that we're gonna be cutting out. So again, this is timeline C, Intro to World History, year 2 of 2, because we started World History last year in grade 2. And so it'll have all these different figures that you cut out, and it's a sticker, and you stick in the timeline where it tells you to. So like Benedict starts Order of the Monks, that's in 480 to 547. So we cut that out and then we stick it in our timeline according to those numbers. So he really actually enjoyed this. He'll still flip through it when we're not doing school, which I think is awesome. If they like to do something that's on their own time that they enjoy, I highly encourage that, especially like with history or reading. He was asking me like, can I pull from these books yet to start reading some of them? So that's kind of fun. So Eric the Red, this one is Good Queen Bess, Michelangelo, Peter the Great, Window in the World, Gladys Allward, something like that. I'm probably butchering some of these names. And then this is our big world map. It opens up like this, and it's plastic. So we have written like the different places on it. Actually, my son has. And then on the back is a US map. And this map also came with some wet erase markers, not dry erase, but the wet ones. So the geography, it comes with this like workbook and also for songs. And inside it comes with another map, and it kind of talks about different parts of the world, like the British Isles. They're in the Atlantic across the channel from France. So something like that. That's kind of fun. I enjoy that with homeschooling, is I get to be pushed on what I know too. I learn new things, or things that I thought I knew. Sometimes I forget them, so if that makes sense. It's fun to be pushed in homeschooling. Like, it's fun to be stretched, because I'm not great with geography. I don't know where a lot of things are, so this way I can improve as he's learning it too. So that's so fun. So that's everything for history and geography. My last subject we have is science. And we're using the Rodden Staff Science Curriculum as well. It comes with a Discover and Do DVD. We had one of these in first grade, and my son really enjoyed it. It's like it's a guy in a home doing different experiments, and he had fun doing that. And along with that, there's a science activity book. It shows you different like experiments, and he really enjoyed this. With the science activities, like the science experiments, I bought the science kit, which it just comes with everything you're gonna need to do it. So if you need like a little piece of aluminum foil, or if you need like a roll of tape, some different straws, a skewer. It comes with all the little odds and ends that you need to do the experiment, like a wooden spool. So I got this again last year. We did the science experiments and we did enjoy it. Last year it was more of like magnets. This year I believe it's more on the Earth and the solar system. So like this one is Magic School Bus inside the Earth. Then we have weather. Magic School Bus Lost in Space. Marie Curie's Search for Radium, and Planet Earth, and then the Usborne Book of Knowledge. My son has already taken this and looked through it, and he said he really liked that. So I'm excited to get into it too. I think that is all the books. Now I'm gonna show you my organization. So it's really straightforward. This is not Pinterest worthy at all, but it's just what I found that works for us. All right, so down here on the bottom section of this bookshelf unit, I have all of our books. Up here, I have a bunch of paper, construction paper, some coloring books for my young 2-year-old to keep him distracted while I'm doing some homeschooling, and a bunch of just these 25-cent notebooks from Walmart. It's great to have some extra paper if we need to work through something. I also up here have my big, huge sunlight book. I mean, it's really massive, so I just fit it right like that. And let me show you what's back here. So I have this 7-language dictionary, some math manipulatives. These are just numbers with different symbols, and then these I can use as math manipulatives. And then back here we just have a bunch of reference books. I mean, some of them are actually my books, or some are like, there's astronomy, you know, different things that they can look through, or there's another dictionary up top. We don't use these very often, but if he's interested in something, he'll come and grab a book and just look through it sometimes. So before I put all these books away, I looked in here and I looked what books we're gonna start with. Like in week 1, it tells me I'm gonna need the Children's History of the World book, or the geography songs, or our first read aloud is the Red Sails to Capri. So I grabbed those books and I put them up front. That way I wasn't just digging through my books. So we do Bible every day, and then we'll do read aloud probably about 3 times a week. Sometimes we'll do it every day if I need to, but I really like to get ahead on that. And then I guess there's poetry, there's geography that we're gonna start with. So I have all those up here. There's his timeline book. And then for science, right, the first time we're gonna do the Usborne Book of Knowledge. So I just have them set like that. And then back in the very back, I have other books that we're not using, like the rest of my read alouds and his read alouds that he'll be reading later on. And then up here, these subjects we pull from most days. Like English, I do English every single day. Math, I do math every day, but that's up top. I'll show you in a second. Social studies, we do 2 or 3 times a week. I have a schedule. I'll be happy to share it with you guys if you're interested. Then I have art, that's 2 or 3 days a week. Penmanship, we do that, I believe, every day. And then spelling is every day too. That's what my books look like on the bottom part. And then let me show you what's up in the top part. So right on the top shelf, I have my math curriculum. I just keep it in this box, and I just lift out the books every day. That's what I did last year, and it worked just fine. I also have these plastic sheets, like a sheet protector, so I can slip it over his worksheet book, and he can do it a couple times if he needs to. And then also last year, it came with this huge Saxon home study math kit. It's a bunch of different manipulatives, geo charts, stuff like that. So I keep it just up on top because it doesn't fit anywhere nicely. So that's where that is. And then I also have like a 3-hole punch, some rubbing alcohol if I need to clean something off, some different flashcards. I just use mason jars. So there's all of our scissors, some craft stuff like googly eyes and pom-poms, some extra staples, some thumbtacks, some fasteners. I don't know what you call those. They go over, like if you mess up a 3-hole punch, it like keeps it, I don't know, from ripping. I don't know what that's called. And then some extra markers. I buy quite a few school supplies when they're on sale and just hold on to them in case we need them through the year. Then I have a notebook for me if I need to write something down. some stickers because actually we're potty training our 2-year-old, so that's his incentive. And then I have a bunch of glue back there. And then I just have a lot of pencil boxes, and each one has something different in it. Like these ones have the markers. These are a bunch of different Sharpies. And those ones are our colored pencils. So if we need something, we can just grab a whole container out of that. Then over here in some more mason jars, I just have a bunch of paintbrushes, some thicker paintbrushes, and a whole lot of different paints for arts and crafts. And then I use a lot of these dry erase markers. So I have an extra pack that I bought on sale with the back to school supplies sales that are going on right now. We use these over the plastic paper that I put over like math if he needs to do extra of those. These are the special wet erase markers that came with that map, and they work really well. Again, extra crayons. And then in this one, I have it in a really good location because we use this all the time. This is all of our pencil and pen bin. And then I have some book protectors. And then this is my huge bin of crayons. It's like a shoebox size from Walmart, and it just fits all the crayons in there really nicely. I can pull that whole thing out when we need it. It works great for my 2-year-old. So, all right, you guys, so that is my school curriculum for 2020 to 2021. Let me know down in the comments below what you guys are going to be doing for school this year. If you're a homeschooler, what curriculums do you guys like? And if you have any questions for me, or if you want to see more videos about homeschooling, let me know if you guys want to see like a day in the life or what our homeschool schedule is or something like that, especially with little children that aren't school age. Let me know down in the comments below. I look forward to talking to you guys down there, and thank you again for watching this video, and we'll talk to you guys again real soon. Bye bye now.